But
something along the lines of a podcast. I could have had you react to that Kanye West song on the podcast, but then this would have been taken down.
immediately, I don't even know
Because
if we can say his name. Is his name like?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can say his name, but
It's
I
gonna get to the point where we can't.
well, he changed it. Remember, he's just Ye now, which is
That was a while ago. Is it just Ye
I
or is it
I
the
I
new
don't know.
tweet?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm saying like no to get a blind reaction. I think out of anybody, I mean that is a that's obviously a cash grab like reaction video right
Oh,
there. Like
for sure.
you show like a dude, a guy grabs like his grandma or something. It's like
His Jewish grandma.
we're gonna react to the new Kanye song. It's like whoa, well, we're gonna blow some minds. They would. I'm sure there's. I actually might need to go see some reaction videos to
Well,
that
see,
now.
I'd be afraid of showing people I know just because they might get excited.
Um,
Like if I showed my dad and he was like, "Fuck yeah," I'd be like, "Oh,
but no,
whoops."
but I think in reality, I don't think anybody takes Kanye West serious. Like,
No,
like in reality, when you if you take a step back and look at what Kanye West says and does, it's like he's so far gone that it's
exactly.
like,
But then there's the angry internet people who are like, but they call him insane, and then they go, "Look at the song he just put out." It's like this is clearly to stir the pot. This is not.
yeah. See, what they say he's like a genius, but it's like no. It's like he creatively was and still has the capability to be a genius. But I mean, just in terms of like just being like a I don't know, like just being a smart person.
Hmm.
Like obviously, like we've seen that he just does and says stupid shit a lot
Yeah,
and all the
and
time.
now I mean it's getting a lot worse.
And it's Kanye West. It's like, he made My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. He made Graduation. So it's like, you know what? People just go back to that part of where Kanye existed, and we just pretend like everything that happened after like what 2016 just didn't exist.
Definitely after 2020.
Something around that time for sure.
I think
But
I mean after the divorce for sure.
but that was way after he was
Yeah,
bro
you're
was
right.
crashing out with Kim for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
Kanye was
Well,
crashing
yeah, there
out
was the
for a minute.
whole. But yeah, I mean, moving to Wyoming and just doing like fucking church in Wyoming outside, singing songs.
Well, that no, see, but that still led to an eventual good album.
Fair.
I honestly, I'm so far gone like Kanye right now. I can't think of
Well,
the
I feel
title
like it
of it.
was just a minute ago where it was like, holy shit, when's Donda coming out? And now it's like,
Bro, that was
please, no one ever
2020.
listen to Kanye again.
That was 2020.
I know. Feels like
Like,
yesterday.
like we weren't even doing visual podcasts when Donda came out.
No.
We weren't
But
even.
you were like, listen to it. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, that was the last. That was the last close to sane piece of work he made.
It wasn't that sane either.
Everything since then, well, no, it's actually kind of a masterpiece, and I hate to have to sit here and compliment him at this very moment. You're kind of setting me up to have to give him
No,
compliments
yeah,
right
I'm
now,
setting you up to compliment
and
a genius.
I don't need that heat, but
Jesus.
no, Donda is great, but that has nothing to do with him because Kanye West made that. Ye said all that crazy shit. Uh, Kanye West made the good
No.
music.
If you got to take the artist and everything else.
No.
Michael Jackson,
I can go back and
Elon,
no. I can go back and watch.
Yay,
I can go back and watch a Chris Benoit match, and not like
OJ.
not think of. I'm not watching OJ highlights, but you might. That
I
might be
do.
something you're into. But yeah, no. I mean, I can remove the art from the artist most of the time.
True.
Most of the time,
Sometimes
honestly, especially music because most of them are
90% of
completely
them are doing some freaky weird shit.
well, they're just completely different. Like I don't like most people in music. I don't connect them like their music personality and their
Sure.
real life personality. It's like I don't. They don't even. They're not the
No.
same to me. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
know.
Agreed. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So Kanye is dropping shit. Obviously, it's getting taken down pretty quickly because you know, obviously it ain't
He
staying up
said,
on those streaming services.
yeah, I'm not going to
Um,
repeat what he said.
but moving on from Kanye, or Ye, or Kanye West, or the other, I don't think I can even say,
Jesus.
I don't think I can say the what he said to call him now. He did come up with a new
Yeah,
nickname,
no, I
but
don't think we're going to say that, but
yeah,
it's creative to say the least.
it is creative. But all right, Devin. Obviously, we have been waiting for something NFL related, something to sink our teeth into when it comes to the NFL,
Mm.
because the offseason's been a little dry ever since the draft came and went, and there hasn't been.
Shit. The draft itself was dry. Before the draft was fucking dry, we were talking about two dumbass players. We wasn't
Um,
talking about nothing else.
this was Devin. I look. Maybe I don't know if it's if recency bias, like just how quickly we forgot about the draft, is making you think this, but we spent a good 2 or 3 episodes probably having the most fun we've ever had covering an NFL draft.
You're right, but it was also like the most meaningless
No,
stuff.
but it's like it was like we'll see though when we look back on these picks though, like
Yeah,
we're talking about all this, but then it's like you still got like I still can't wait to see Genty with the Raiders.
true.
That's still,
Yeah. No,
I
you're
mean,
right. You're right.
and then obviously it's going to be interesting whatever the hell Travis Hunter's going to do in Jacksonville, and apparently Cam Ward is going to have a QB1 battle with Will Levis.
I thought Will was gone.
No, remember
I
I
mean,
said
I guess you can say that, but he just took Warren Moon's number, so
yeah.
hopefully there's no battle going on. Like we can say, oh, there's going to be a battle, but you just took your greatest quarterback's number.
Like I'm and look, I know I'm going to say something that's going to sound crazy, but there was a time where like if you took like a graph, like think about this in a graph chart way, right? Like just
Yeah,
a line chart. So 2 lines, right? Cam Ward's career and Will
yep,
Levis's career, right? How can
yep.
I do that? I want to do this. I want to do this right.
Wait, you got to
Um,
do the other way. Point that way.
this way or this way?
No, I'm saying you got to point out that way. Yeah.
This way or this way? This way. This
Yep.
way. Okay, boom.
Let me
So
put my right hand down. Whoops.
Will Levis, Cam Ward, right?
Yep.
And the way their careers kind of went, so if you start Will Levis, gets drafted, makes the league, kind of little blunders, couple blunders.
Then girlfriend leaks.
Oh yeah, that, and then
Whichever
like
way you want to go with it.
it kind of just like scattered off, down that way.
Yep.
So it boom, 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 and then kind of went out. Then you take Cam Ward, right?
Well,
Cam
you
Ward,
can take Will Levis. Will Levis played like shit.
but like Cam Ward, it's like we didn't hear about him for a long time. 0-star recruit, all this yada yada, and then like
The nonchalant videos came out.
a year at Miami, where Miami was good,
Yep.
and then it started to go up, and now he's like, but then like all of a sudden it was like, oh, now he's like a first round. He's the first pick.
Easy.
He's no option. Like now he's up here, right?
Yeah.
But if you put the line graphs on top of each other, there's a point where they meet. At
Yes.
some point, I'm not saying that that 2025 Cam Ward versus 2025 Will Levis is the same, but I'm saying at certain points,
Sure.
I believe they had the same, either they would have, you couldn't call it expectation or just what you could get out of a quarterback. Like I even said, I remember we had a video or a segment where we talked about like 4 or 5 teams that like who really needed a quarterback, and I believe I said out of all of them, Will Levis is probably the best option if we're looking at
Kenny Pickett.
I mean, it's like what Kenny Pickett, if you're running with Kenny Pickett over there, or fucking now Joe Flacco obviously wasn't a Brown at the time, but there were a couple teams we were talking about, and I do remember going, I mean, it wouldn't be crazy if Tennessee decided to get Travis Hunter
Start.
and not go ahead and get another quarterback and just restart again.
Sure.
But I don't know. I obviously things change real quick.
I feel like I mean, Cam's expectations are up here now. Once he starts to, or if he has a few bad games, then he's gonna. Same thing that happened with Caleb Williams last year. It was like playoffs, fucking. They're gonna be the fucking best team in the North, and then it's like, oh well, they won fucking 5 games. Congratulations, this is a good season.
But am I crazy? And I mean, you could tell me if I'm crazy, but is, I mean, and let's see, Caleb Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
We give him shit, or we gave him shit, whatever. We criticized whatever we did what we did. We said what we had to say about him. Cam Ward had nowhere near the success that Caleb Williams had.
Not even close. And what sucks about this draft is, like, I think they needed someone to bring to that super, like, for sure #1 pick, and Cam's the best option. But in no world is Cam competing in any of these other draft classes.
But this was the perfect showcase of the NFL and how much they care about drafting for other positions other than getting their next franchise quarterback. Like
True.
the fact that Gentry went so damn early, or the fact that Travis Hunter could have went first, and he's literally everything but a quarterback. I mean, it's like, I just don't like when you look at the hype. Like,
well, also, like the lack of quarterbacks drafted. What was it, 7 or 8?
Yeah, there were a bunch of quarterbacks that I forgot about that started popping up, and I was like, damn.
2 in the first round, and then I mean, they were talking about Quinn Ewers and whatever, but
fucking Schlau. Like, I
had no idea who he was.
But I'm just saying, like, the first overall hype for Caleb and the first overall, like it made sense. We knew he was going first overall.
Well, he was a Heisman, decent season his last year.
But we knew Caleb Williams was going first overall. We were told that Cam.
Who was he in competition with?
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
but it was really like maybe Jaden.
It was maybe Jaden, and you were hoping Caleb fell.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you were almost like, I mean, shit, Washington could get Caleb, and then
well, it was so weird last year because it was Caleb doesn't want to play for the Bears. Caleb's not going one if the Bears have the first pick. So yeah, for me it was like, if he falls, we'll take him. I honestly didn't know how good Jaden would be, but
yeah, but I'm
pretty sick.
I don't know, the Cam Ward hype is.
But you're right. We're being told, and it's just because there's a lack of a star.
Yeah,
but
it's star
the thing with
though.
Yeah, exactly. But
we all know who Travis Hunter is.
Exactly. But the thing about, like, college football last year is everything sort of got evened out, and then the quarterbacks on the best teams started playing like shit, but their teams were so good that it didn't really fucking matter. Carson Beck, diarrhea. Quinn Ewers started shit in the bed.
But I mean, let's be real.
These guys weren't those guys anymore.
College football is kind of in shambles right now.
Big time.
And I feel like it will take a minute. I think college football is going to bounce back, but I think it's going to take a minute to have, like, a refresh of, like, other guys that want to play, maybe. I don't know the best way to word it, but it just seems like you get, like, these 24, 25-year-olds out of here who are still just hanging on for whatever money they can make. It's like, and we bring in some, because we're going to get to a point where it's just freshmen and sophomore out there playing. I mean, what's the point? Why?
Yeah, why continue to pay?
We're gonna pay the best players available coming out right now who only have a year or 2 or 3, and then they're gonna go into the league. Like, why? What are we doing?
It's fair.
But all that to say, what I was leading into or segueing into, and that is the George Pickens trade to the Dallas Cowboys, Devin. So word got out. I want to say maybe even before last pod, and we didn't really talk about it.
Well, I brought it up.
Did you?
Yeah. Go back.
Watch. Did I blow you off? What did I?
But it was a legitimate blow off because I think we were talking about Aaron, and I saw that there was a whisper about a trade rumor with Pickens,
Okay.
and I was like, I don't even know where that came from. That makes no sense. Why the fuck would they trade George Pickens?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then what? 2 days later, it gets traded,
For a third and fifth round pick.
which is and these fucking trades have been
And
every trade in recent NFL history has been for a late pick.
and there's a lot of reports, and they all have like a core like reasoning behind why George Pickens was traded.
His fucking attitude.
It's because he doesn't outplay his attitude.
No,
If George
not on that
Pickens
Steelers team.
if George Pickens could outplay his attitude, he'd still be
Consistently.
consistently outplay his attitude. Yes, he would still be a Steeler, but it's literally this is the Steelers' track record of they're gonna get rid of that receiver. I mean, what?
They're gonna, yeah.
Antonio Brown, Chase Claypool, fucking.
Well, if AB was fucking off like he was later in his career
Well, no,
on the Steelers,
he
he
was
started to. Yeah,
I'm about to say that's what kind of got him That's what kind of got him kicked out. That's what got him traded. Was it traded to the Raiders?
Raiders, I think so. Yeah.
I believe traded to the Raiders.
Because yeah.
But I mean, Juju, Martavius Bryant, Deontay Johnson. Like
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson did all
Deontay
that
Johnson
shit.
won't play anywhere.
Won't play anywhere. So
his attitude is so bad. What was it? The Panthers or the Texans?
Panthers, Texans, and then came to the Ravens, and we cut him, and then brought him back, and then got rid of him again. Like,
yeah,
the Steelers know, and Mike Tomlin. It came out that Mike Tomlin was behind this, and
maybe they're the problem. Maybe they're breeding fucking jackass receivers.
Well, they're wasting. They're just wasting their time, honestly.
For real, yeah.
Mike Tomlin's sitting here like trying to develop his next like prodigy receiver, and then he goes, "You know what? Nah,
exactly.
We don't need him."
Well, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If I was George, I'm not saying I would want out, but I can see why he would want out. You don't know who your quarterback is. We're almost fucking to the season. You're about to start a season with Mason Rudolph. And
well, I believe
I
believe that's what came out is like that's what his worry was.
Oh, really?
I don't know who my quarterback's gonna be.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's like you know what you're getting in Dak for the most part, like if he's healthy, and that's fucking first round exit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like for people who, I guess for people who don't like the Steelers or the Cowboys, at least you know this is like this. It's definitely going to hurt the Steelers in terms of just production. And then you got on the other side, it's Pickens to the Cowboys, which CD and George Pickens, it's cool, but when they're both bitching about needing the ball more and Dak only has one football on the field, it's kind of going to be a problem.
Can't find either of them.
Yeah,
he hits fucking Michael Gallup down the seam or whomever they have.
It's going to be a problem.
Who was the white boy they had for a while?
White boy on the fucking Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley, yeah.
Oh my God, what a pull! I might have to lock that in like 10 weeks from now. Make that a guess the athlete answer.
True.
But I mean, at this point, I really don't know how this is gonna go. If Aaron Rodgers, is Aaron Rodgers? Apparently, he still is just he's not. He hasn't said shit, done shit.
Well, right now, it's like if I was the Steelers, number one, I just lost our best player on the offense. We don't have a running back. I don't see why either of them would want to be in this situation. A-Rod's coming to a team that he thought would be packed full of better players on offense.
Is George Pickens the best player? Was he the best player on their offense?
Well, Najee and Georgia.
But you're not including DK?
Huh?
You're not including DK?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot.
DK Metcalf.
What the fuck? Oh, yeah, then fucking A-Rod can go all the way. How the fuck did I forget DK as a Steeler?
No. Aaron Rodgers can still go there, but it's like, why not have Aaron Rodgers be able to throw to DK and George Pickens?
Yeah, they fucked that up so bad. Also, don't trade him.
And then you have Pat Freiermuth, too. It's like, that is
how big of an issue could have George Pickens been?
I don't know, it's like, would he
Might
really?
I'm gonna be honest. Tomlin might have to check his ego if he wants to win. If you want to win, you just traded away what your second best receiver, but last year your best receiver for a third and fifth. Why like you're not going to be the head coach by the
Maybe if
time you get to use those picks.
he wins his 9 games, he's gonna be a coach. We're gonna die before Mike
Well,
Tomlin
now
wins.
it's like who else could they have gotten just in during his tenure that could have made their team better that he didn't want because of attitude issues?
Um, I mean, I don't know because there's obviously, I mean, it's the NFL. A lot of players have attitude issues, and we kind of just talked about how Shador's attitude is not the reason he fell, even though it partially was. Like,
Well, I mean, I think him, but the thing is like his life. I just stuttered the fuck up. His life was on display. Like
yeah,
every part about his life. So
uh-huh.
any NFL fucking team who sat in an interview with Shador and went, "Oh, whoa, this guy's got an attitude problem." It's like we've seen how he acts
Yeah,
long
yeah, it's
before any interviews.
okay. Yeah, I'll give that to you, but it's like the same thing. It's like we know how George Pickens is on the field, so it's like I don't see Dak enjoying that. I don't see CD enjoying that. I don't see someone like I look.
But also, I mean, if you're the Cowboys and you got to give up a third and a fifth, and you get George Pickens in a 6th round pick, why would you not?
I get it, but I'm calling this now. By week 8, it's gonna be Micah Parsons on his podcast. Like, yeah, man, George Pickens, George is, he just be crashing out sometimes. Like,
Yep,
you gotta just take the bad with the good. Like, it's gonna be some bullshit like defending
yep,
George Pickens all year. Just like it'll probably be a problem. I mean, it's the
sure.
Cowboys. They're not gonna just be successful. That's not how the Dallas Cowboys work. That's not.
No.
That's not how life works, or that's not how the 21st century works. Should I say?
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Yeah.
20th century, sure, all day.
Sure.
Cowboys are working,
Win a
but
few.
not the 21st. Um, so Aaron Rodgers, he'll still have DK, he'll still have Pat, and then but after that, it's like what? He's got Robert Woods. I see Calvin Austin. I see Scotty Miller. Still no running back.
No running back.
So I don't know what their plan is, but Jerry trade for a crash out. Will it work? I think it'll work as well as like what you would expect from a good Cowboys team. Like if the Cowboys are healthy, maybe they could win 10, 11 games, go to the playoffs, first or second round exit.
Yep.
And honestly,
And that's if everyone stays healthy.
it's gonna be a problem. And the NFC East alone is gonna be a problem. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, first round exit for
But
the Cowboys if they have a good year.
huh?
I said first round exit for the Cowboys if they have a good year.
Exactly. Like if they make the playoffs, they're not doing anything. Um, but is this not a weird trade? Like, wouldn't there be a bunch of other teams who would give up a third and a fifth?
No, well,
Like, why did the
do you want
Steelers
to know?
trade to the Cowboys?
Do you want to know what I saw?
What?
They were trying to trade him during the draft,
That's what I heard. Yeah.
and but they said teams were laughing at the idea of trading for George Pickens.
For real.
Well, I mean, but you're saying why wouldn't teams do that? It's like
Oh,
teams had no they
wait. No,
teams
you're saying that it's laughable that
no.
they
It's
would
like
get George Pickens in the trade.
they were laughing at the idea of trading for George Pickens. Period.
Really?
They were laughing at the idea of acquiring George Pickens.
I thought they would be laughing at the idea of him being on the trade market
No,
or him
no,
being
no,
on the
no.
market.
Dallas, that's not even the first receiver they went for. Do you know who they shopped for before? I was about to say CD before Pickens.
Devontae?
Do you want to know who Dallas thought was a better option before George Pickens? Rashad Bateman. They
Really?
called Baltimore about Rashad Bateman before
Really?
making the move for George Pickens. So that tells you alone. They're going to take a quiet guy who's going to do maybe 70% of what George Pickens can do over what George Pickens can do with that attitude. I'm just
Damn.
saying, go
Well, they
Ravens.
didn't.
So, well, we No, but they did. The Ravens didn't trade Rashad.
Yeah,
The Ravens
I
didn't
know,
want
but if
to
you
trade Rashad.
like, if Dallas threw the right number,
No,
really,
Devin, what did we just talk about? We are Super Bowl contenders. We do not need to fucking put any more holes in this boat. Like, why?
agreed,
What are we doing here? We
agreed.
we no, because when fucking
Would you guys have traded for George Pickens?
no.
George, I don't know why we're shitting on George Pickens. Like, when did this flip? We all know he has attitude problems. We knew that since the day he got drafted, since his college career. Why is this now an issue? He's a top receiver in the league,
No, he's not. What's a top receiver in the league to you?
top 15, but with top 10, top 5 potential. He's young.
Okay, but no. The problem is first of all, he's not that versatile. He's known for just really running go routes and then comes to the sideline and complains he doesn't get the ball every single play. I mean, he's not did you not see him all last year just being the biggest douchebag on the field? Like, did you forget about all that? Like, just fighting every player, yanking people by the face mask, just bitching at his quarterback.
The face mask thing was after the game ended, so who cares?
Oh, you mean like when the clock hit 0?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So who cares? So if Puka's brother slapped the guy during the game, it would have been a problem. But because he slapped,
No, what I'm saying, it wasn't a flag. Didn't impact the game.
No, I mean it definitely.
George Pickens was also who was their quarterback last year.
Okay, it wasn't affecting the game.
Poopy Russ.
But it was showing that he was a dick.
Yes.
After a loss, so you're not doing enough to win for your team, and you're being a douchebag.
Yeah, but if you're the Steelers, I mean, was it not a few months ago when DK got traded that everyone was like, "Holy shit!" Doing the edits, DK and George Pickens. This is going to be sick.
No, there's definitely potential, but at the same time, no, it was also like, wow, like these are 2 crash outs.
Sure, but now Dallas has George Pickens.
Yes.
And they, like, best case scenario, they can be a problem.
I don't think so.
No, not a problem, not a contender, but a problem. Like, they can go and win more games than they would have without him.
I guess. I mean, but like, what is a game or 2?
A lot.
I don't think George Pickens is a game or 2 difference.
I think he could be. For this shitty fucking Dallas team.
But okay, so
they've been looking for a second receiver the entire time CD's been there.
But I'm trying to figure out. So Dallas is a shitty team, but George Pickens is a top receiver in the league. So what is like Micah and CD? Like, what are they? Are they part of this shitty team?
If you like, the argument for CD is that he can't do everything alone. He's great, but he can't do everything alone. He needs help. George Pickens is help.
Okay.
That brings the team up.
Sure, a game. Maybe.
And then Micah is the lone guy. They got no one in the secondary who can do shit.
But at the end of the day, it's Dak Prescott dropping back and making the decision. So I mean,
agreed. But
but
now he has got a second receiver now.
Is this the first time in his career he's had 2 good receivers?
Basically.
Are you really gonna make me pull up his 10 years in the NFL to prove to you that he's had 2 good receivers in 1 year?
But again, I'm not saying that he's gonna have the best year of his fucking career. I'm just saying that in divisional games, in games that they're supposed to lose, they could win.
Sure, maybe. He'll have a couple games where he throws for 400 yards and everybody's going to go, oh, Dak's an MVP. And then the Cowboys are going to do what the Cowboys do.
And they lose in the playoffs, but still.
But George Pickens is going from one team that's going to lose in the playoffs to another team that might lose if they make the playoffs.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's great. It's a fantastic move statistic-wise for Dak Prescott, possibly. But
so the Steelers have a problem with George Pickens' attitude.
Yeah.
But they're waiting on a guy who doesn't know who he's married to, is retiring, is not retiring, is doing drugs.
That's how bad his fucking attitude must be.
No, that's how dumb Mike Tomlin is, dude.
No. That's how
we
bad.
We can't sit here and call Mike Tomlin a genius, and he hasn't done shit in 15 years.
Who called Mike Tomlin a genius?
Well, he's still a head coach, and he's still a fucking
Mike Tomlin can be an idiot and George Pickens can have an attitude. They can be
I
two
agree.
things. Two things can coincide. But at the same time, if Mike Tomlin is like, yo, I'm not about to. If, if I'm Mike
All right, but what
Tomlin
happens if
and
they don't get Aaron? Now what? Now you just traded for DK and you traded away George Pickens for what? Mason Rudolph.
I don't know. I don't
He
know.
should be fired.
They call Tyler Huntley, dude. Okay, this is okay. All right, maybe we forgot how the NFL works. Okay, so they're not gonna fire the head coach for moves made in the head office.
You just said that he was a part of the Pickens trade,
Yes, Michael,
but the GM makes the final moves, of course.
Mike Tomlin. Yes, he pushed for the trade, the same way that he pushes for any other receiver he wants or doesn't want. I mean, that's kind of his thing. He's a wide receiver guru. He fucking makes these receivers great, and then they crash out, and he gets rid of them. I mean, that's
And he gets nothing from it.
Gets nothing from it. Even like I said, AB, fucking Chase Claypool, Juju, Deontay Johnson, Martavius Bryant. I mean, there's been guys who.
Who's the other yo?
There are plenty of other yos. There are so many yos. There's plenty
Santonio
of
Holmes.
yos. There you go. I mean, there's. I was for when you said that I thought of Plaxico Burress.
I'm always thinking about Plexico Burrs.
Yeah, sometimes
It's a daily thing.
I randomly think of Plaxico Burress. But George Pickens to the Cowboys, I don't know. If you like it, good on you. I don't. It's the Cowboys. I don't.
But here's the thing. It's a move for literally nothing. They gave up nothing.
But I also think it's a move for nothing. George Pickens will be on a different team 2 years from now, guaranteed.
Sure, but I don't think it takes anything away from this team.
2 years max, he's on the Cowboys.
Who's on the Cowboys?
He'll be on the Cowboys for maybe 2 years.
Sure.
Maybe. So cool. Yeah, okay. We traded. It didn't work. We're
For
probably
a third and a fifth, and you got a 6th round pick, and George Pickens.
Yeah, no, nobody said it wasn't a fleece, but it's not. There's a reason one team wanted him who doesn't make moves like this. They're like, fuck it. Well, we got to get somebody. No other teams want to trade for him.
Maybe they're wrong. Maybe the Steelers are wrong.
Well, I'm just saying. It's like you're saying we can't call Mike Tomlin a genius. We can't say that George Pickens is bad. Is Jerry Jones a fucking brainiac all of a sudden?
No, but if the Steelers are out calling people, yo, do you want this fucking bum for nothing?
Do you think the Steelers...
No one's going to say yes?
Do you think the Steelers called and said, yo, do you want George Pickens for a bag of chips? Like, I'm sure there were negotiations that led to every team
Sure, but they
saying,
were willing to give him up for a bag of chips.
yes.
So they
Why
called every team and they said, do you want this guy for a bag of chips?
Well, what are you confused about?
What were we just talking about? No, I'm confused as to why. Like, Jerry's not an idiot for this. All he did was pick up the phone and say, sure, whatever. Give us another receiver for free.
Yep, sure, but it's Jerry. But okay.
I'm not calling Jerry a genius. I'm saying Jerry's an idiot, but
because Jerry Jones is an idiot. Mike Tomlin.
But this isn't stupid.
Mike Tomlin might possibly be
to pick
an
up
idiot.
the phone and say yes, I'll take George Pickens.
But is Mike Tomlin an idiot, or are the Steelers an idiot for crediting mediocrity?
Both.
So I mean they give Mike Tomlin credit for making the playoffs every year. I mean they could have stopped gassing him up years ago, and we wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation about Mike Tomlin.
Agreed.
He wouldn't be a Pittsburgh Steelers coach.
No.
But he's going to be a coach for the Steelers until he decides.
Well, I also think that they're just so adamant about having 3 coaches in their entire history. They don't want to be a team with a coaching carousel.
I mean, they don't. I mean, they can have more than 3 and not have a carousel.
I know, but they're such they love the fact that they have 3 head coaches in history.
Yeah, but like people die. So like one day they're gonna have to get a new head coach.
Tomlin's still young, bro.
No, yeah, I get it, but like 80
Tomlin's
years,
the youngest out of the 3 head coaches.
100 years from now, like they're gonna have to have a new coach.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like freeze Mike Tomlin in a fucking chamber and bring him out.
No, I mean, yeah, Coward left. Who was their? I don't know the fucking first guy's name.
Actually, you know what? I almost said Tom Landry, but that's Cowboys.
That was the name in my head as well.
That might be what the Steelers do. They might just freeze Mike Tomlin and bring him out every Sunday. I mean, at this point, when he does, when in 80 years from now or whatever,
Just roll him out.
Yeah, they will. Star Wars style. They will bring him out in that chamber, and he will coach each Sunday and go right back in there. Okay, moving on from George Pickens, I have a question for you. Very, very, very interesting hypothetical, Devin, because you're a baseball guy. Baseball, bat night. You didn't know what bat night was, but it's okay. I still don't know what
was
it
I
is
wrong?
either. I don't know. I didn't look it up. So if anybody wants to tell us what bat night is, that'd be cool.
I think bat night is when you give away
bats.
Like usually it's like the little ones.
Okay, yeah,
that's little.
Yeah, apparently. That's little nowadays. No, but Devin, what's the worst possible injury in baseball?
The worst possible injury.
Okay, let me ask you, what's the worst possible injury, that you can think of, and then what's the worst that you've seen?
Well, I've seen all the bad ones. I mean, yeah, baseball to the head, from a line drive to the pitcher's head, cracked skulls, fucking all that shit. Fastball to the face.
Okay.
I've never seen a compound fracture. I've never seen a Kevin Ware in baseball.
Okay. Do you know where I'm going with this?
No, I don't.
So, you know who Tyler Callihans is?
No, I haven't watched a lot of baseball this year. I also don't know everyone's name.
Okay, so that's great.
The Orioles suck, so I'm
honestly, I might as well pull this up for you. I mean, at this point,
trying not to watch baseball right
now. So Tyler Callahan, I believe, is a rookie for the Reds.
Okay.
I want to say I believe he is he's a rookie
Cincinnati Red.
Yes, he's a rookie for the Reds, and I'm going to play you a clip of he's out in the outfield and he's gonna field a ball, and you're gonna
When
watch.
did this happen?
A couple days ago.
What the fuck?
Couple days ago. So let's play this. So swing out. Okay, so let's get the replay. So okay, you see the pain. You see. Now at first it's like, okay, what he's grabbing his arm. What's going on? All right. I love that it's just spoiling it right here. Shout out to the spoiler. But yeah. So I guess okay. Can we get to the replay of it? Can we see it? Let's.
Oh, look at Tito, Terry Franco. Oh,
here we go. Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh wait, no, go back. I was looking at the other arm.
One more time. Do we slow-mo it?
Yeah, give me a slow-mo. I need to see what happened.
Oh, God.
I love this shit. Go, yeah, 0.25, not 0.25.
0.25? You want 0.25?
Yeah, I want as slow as possible.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh.
That was backwards. Does that count as a catch?
Did he catch it? I mean, no. Yeah. I mean, it's on the ground, ain't it?
Let me see that one more time. Well, no, the rule is on the transfer, but he wasn't. He can't transfer. Obviously, he doesn't have an arm.
Oh my God!
Damn, that's so close to being a catch. That's disgusting. That's awesome.
Oh man, Devin, that boy.
Now that's, if we're talking gruesome in baseball, that's probably up there.
Okay, right? Like that?
But not super dangerous.
No, definitely not dangerous, but you don't even think.
Definitely super gruesome.
Usually it's they run into the wall, but body or whatever, they run into it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people sort of break collarbones or just fucking just get back injuries or whatever.
Wait, did he go, it was left?
He's a righty. He was reaching with the left arm.
Slides into it.
Caught the ball.
Well, yeah, and then quickly let go when he had no
Well,
feeling
no,
left.
he held on to it until the arm came
Yeah, when
down
his arm went like this,
on his
the
arms.
ball just flops out. Oh my God, Devin.
His hand was backwards. He was like,
So yeah, no, that was I had to ask you about baseball injuries after that one because
that's
that
such
is
a tough bone to break too.
oh
Any bone break in your arm
oh
is so hard.
man, he snapped that thing. And you're
Because
like,
usually, like if you go to break, like he broke his forearm.
yeah.
Like if you break, like if you're about to break your forearm, usually like your elbow would give or something.
Like I would imagine he probably ripped some shit in his elbow. I mean, the
Oh,
way
for
it
sure,
just the way the whole
for sure.
bending. Oh my God.
Ooh, if you want to watch a good one, I'll tell you about it later. But Jorge Mateo, Orioles player, went up the middle for a ball, ran into Gunnar Henderson, got his arm stuck under, dislocated his elbow
That's not a good
at
one.
the
That's not a good
at the
one.
elbow joint.
That's
Like his
not a good one.
literally his elbow was just fucking forward. It was gross.
That's not a good one. That's not a good one. That's
That was
no.
disgusting.
And it was it wasn't a compound fracture, but you were like, yeah, I've never seen like a crazy
Kevin Ware.
fracture. That was that. I mean, that's got to be up there for just
It's
like,
a full break. I mean, I'm
ooh,
trying to
that
think
was,
of like bad baseball injuries I've seen.
but no, it's usually like ball to the face, like
Ball to the face is bad.
cracking their face open. I mean, that's usually what I see. But that,
Yeah.
or something, maybe, or collisions. I guess I'll see maybe collisions,
Collisions. I mean, there's been. Ooh.
or just
Ooh.
base running. Maybe
No, there
like
was a it was either in the world. No, it was in the NLCS. It was in the championship before the World Series.
mm,
Um, guy slid into second, broke his leg because of a no. The guy sliding into second broke the shortstop's leg. It was Chase Utley broke the shortstop's leg, snapped it
yeah,
right in half.
no,
That was gross.
no. All right, moving on from that disgusting topic. Round two of the NBA playoffs. Obviously still rolling. Golden State, Minnesota. We're only 2 games through with that. It's tied 1-1. We haven't talked about the series at all. But since the series started, obviously Steph pulls his hammy game one. They still,
Terrible. That sucks.
yeah, and it's like bro's old, so you know that hammy's gonna take forever to just like,
They were like a week. They were like maybe game six. It's like game six, the series could be over, bro.
no, like Curry, you might have to just hobble around on that hammy
Bro,
for
that's what I'm saying. It's like just on like we'll place you at the 3 point line.
Mm.
Don't play defense. Man down on defense, and you just spot up,
That's what happens when you go from being up 3-1 to having to play a game 7.
bro.
You
Yeah. No.
fucking
With all week they were talking about the amount of games that Golden State has had to play in a row
yeah.
because they had a 1 day break in between starting the next series,
And Minnesota just
and
busted
Minnesota
LA's
had
ass.
rested 5 games, but then you get fucking Anthony Edwards ankle injury.
Yeah, but he came back.
Did he?
He came back. Yeah, he
Oh,
came he
I
came
don't
back
know.
in the second half. He came back in the second half.
I thought he was fucked the way people were talking about it.
No, from what I saw, it was, he rolled his he. Oh no, he didn't roll it. He had gotten stepped on,
Yeah.
and he returned in the second half. If I'm not, yeah, returned against the Warriors after going down. Returns to game 2, brushed off injury. Yeah, yeah, he's
Oh, then what the fuck?
yeah. No, I mean
Everyone flipped shit like he was fucking done for.
well, no. Well, at first he was sitting there grabbing it, shaking his head,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, it's like.
Yeah.
Usually, if it wasn't that bad, you would expect Ant to just, to brush it off, which he kind of did.
You think they just shot him up?
I mean, they could
Threw him
have,
back out
but I mean, at the same time, he did get stepped on, so maybe it just like hurt then, and then it stopped
there?
hurting.
That does happen with the ankle. Like, unless you, like, fucking
Break it,
really strain,
or
like,
yeah,
sprain something or whatever, it hurts, but it'll snap back.
But I want to talk about maybe the biggest, not the biggest reason, but like one of the reasons that they're not going to be able to win this series if they obviously don't get Steph Curry back on the court. And that's because they have the most selfish player in NBA history, or at the least, the Warriors have the most selfish player in the NBA. His name's Draymond Green. So obviously we've discussed Draymond Green in the past and how he's just not valuable at all in any way. No matter how
Agreed.
you want to slice the pie, the man is not valuable in the year of
I'm trying to think of
2025.
like who he would be in the NFL. I mean, Dak maybe.
No, 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 no. The 52nd man with a towel around his head and
Ooh,
fucking
Matthew Slater.
absolute no.
No, I'm kidding.
No, he's not Matthew Slater. He's
Not
not.
Slater,
He's
bro.
nothing. He's that.
Something.
He's those couple fucking reps he had at practice with Michigan State. That's what he is as a football player.
Sure.
Draymond Green as a look. Can we? Okay, I want to just see real quick because first of all, Draymond Green. Obviously, we're gonna talk about a bitch fit he threw, in Game 2, because that's what he's known for. So Draymond Green is a 35-year-old man. So we'll say grown man, right? We'll consider that a grown man.
I think we can call him an adult. Yeah.
Okay, so Draymond Green is an adult.
Yes.
He's a
grown man. That's pushing it.
He's a grown man, 35-year-old adult. And after throwing his 263rd career bitch fit on the court, obviously pulled like I'm just portrayed as the angry black man. And it's
nice.
like, no, Draymond, you're just.
Do you know what league you play in?
It's like, no, Draymond.
Like 95% of these people are black.
It's like, Draymond, you're just angry and trying to pull a card, bro. Like, that's all you're trying
There's
to do.
There's no card to pull, brother.
You're like you're Draymond Green. You can't pull that
you're
card.
shit on by your own peers. 90% of them are black.
It's like, we know you, bro.
They're not calling you an angry black man. They're calling you fucking a big dumb idiot.
But I mean, but it's like, or it's just like, yeah, that's Draymond. He's a crash out. Like that's what he is.
The guy who kicks people in the dick.
But Draymond Green gets a flagrant and crashes out, starts cussing out the ref. He's on the sideline bitching, complaining, and it gets to a point where an injured Steph Curry is having to grab him and pull him back, and Jimmy Butler's having to pull him back, and Steve Kerr actually had to pull him out of the game and tell him to go sit down at the end of the bench. And it got to the point where the fans are screaming like for a tech.
Sure.
They're like, he is sitting there just cussing out the ref, and the tech wasn't given, but
Shouldn't a flagrant automatically be a tech?
Well, it was. Is it?
Flagrant twos are, I think.
I can't remember what it was, but he was 2 techs away from being suspended. He's 2 techs away from being suspended.
Because he's got 2 already, I think.
He's got
2 this playoff.
Whatever he has, the man gets technical fouls. He always has been and will always be a dirty player who's gonna get technical fouls or flagrant fouls. He crashed out, and when you don't have Steph Curry on the court and you are in the middle of the fucking playoffs and you need to lock in and win a game on the road, mind you, on the road, no Steph, Jimmy Butler, we need him to cook. We need Jimmy Buckets in here. Let me, with 3 points and a turnover and a foul, throw the biggest bitch fit, possibly get kicked out, even though it wouldn't really matter, even though my team looks at me as still a valuable piece to, us being successful in any way. He's the most selfish player in the NBA, period. Point blank, period. He doesn't give a fuck about his team. He doesn't give a fuck about what happens this series. He wants to make sure that he gets his clip that he can go talk about on his podcast and go, I don't even know why the camera was cutting to me. I wasn't even in the game. It's like, yeah, because you got thrown the fuck out, you big fucking idiot.
By your own team.
Like remember that, but you know what clip I'm talking about where he was like, when he was doing this? Remember he was like,
way back,
like a year or two, a couple years ago, and then he was like, I don't even know why the camera was on me at the time. It's like, because you were just in a scream match, and then it's gonna cut to you talking shit on the sideline. You fucking idiot.
Cut to you.
Draymond
putting
is
your ring
so
up.
stupid.
Also, there's a camera pointed at everybody.
Draymond is so fucking stupid.
It pointed at everybody but fucking Tracy Morgan.
Why is it? Yeah. The fact
Bullshit.
that that's not caught on camera is illegal. But no. Draymond Green, he's 2 techs away from a suspension because he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He got himself suspended in 2016, and that's
Exactly.
That's the same reason people don't want to give fucking Cavs their credit to this day.
But people talk about it like it wasn't Draymond's fault for getting suspended. They were like, oh yeah, Draymond got suspended. And that's why it's like, no, Draymond
Punched LeBron in
got
the
too many
dick.
texts.
He punched.
Kicked somebody.
He punched LeBron in the dick. Did he not?
Is that what he got?
Yeah. Well, he was kicking Steven Adams, but I thought he caught Braun. Maybe he kicked Braun.
Oh yeah, I think he may have.
Either way, Draymond Green, even when he was valuable or looked at as valuable, played with that selfish mindset of
it's crazy how he still tries to defend himself. But I mean there's a massive level of like what a shitty team for him to get drafted to.
Yeah.
Just because it wouldn't have mattered had he not gone there.
Well, no, I'm saying it's like.
But now he has 4 rings, and he's like, see, when you got 4 rings.
But I'm saying
you don't have 4 rings.
He's gonna talk like he was one of the best ever for the rest of his life, and
he's gonna put himself up there defensively.
He spent more than the back half of his career being an absolute bum who rode Steph Curry's coattails the entire way. And now you see what happens when Steph Curry's not playing, and you only got Jimmy Butler to rely on, which I love Jimmy.
But also, this team was cheeks without Jimmy.
When Jimmy has to deal with that type of bullshit, why would you expect to win? There's no way. So they better hope.
Yeah, there's no Jimmy Draymond connection.
They better hope that Steph can come back, or else it's gonna be a Buddy Hield Chuck show and Jimmy.
They better hope that fucking Ant gets hurt again.
Well, no.
That's all they got.
I'm going to hope for that to not happen. Maybe they just hope for Ant to play like he did in Game 1. Or the first half of Game 1.
I mean, if we talk, like, series-wise, I'd rather see a healthy Timberwolves than a fucked-up Steph Curry moving on to the next round.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if we could see the Warriors healthy... it'd be great to see them versus Denver if Denver can pull off the series against OKC. But
it could be the youngins.
It could
be.
But
I mean, that's the thing. It's like
I don't want that.
If Minnesota's struggling right now with a hurt Warriors, they're getting smoked by it. Like,
are they struggling?
This might be.
Sorry, go ahead. This might be what? Sorry, I don't want to.
They're getting smoked by the Thunder and the Nuggets.
I don't want to cut your flow.
I'm saying that like. The Thunder and Nuggets series might be the best series of the entire playoffs.
Yeah.
Because the way that things are going, I mean, Celtics down 2-0. Fucking Cavs shit the dick. And you got all these teams who aren't supposed to be here. It's like, you're getting a full-strength Thunder team. You're getting a just about full-strength fucking Nuggets team. It has to be the best series.
I mean, I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because I almost texted you. During Game 2 of Boston. I said I was going to text you and say, all right, Boston's up 20 again.
Boston's up 20.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And I was honestly going to say it as a joke because in my head I was like, there's no way.
There's no way they go down 2 to the Knicks.
They go down 2 to the Knicks, blowing a 20-point lead again.
At home, right?
Yeah. They're 2.
Celtics are
it's 2 and 3.
2 seed.
But the fact that they gave up another 20-point lead, and to be honest with you, I'm not going to sit here and have a Jason Tatum legacy conversation the way everybody else wants to have it. It's like...
I'm really, really tired of the, future conversations while we're mid-series. We don't need to talk about Ant and him being where he ranks all time while he's mid-series.
But it's also like, these motherfuckers won the championship last year. They don't... obviously, yeah, the expectations would be do it again. But if they fuck around and don't make it to the finals, I mean, yeah, they didn't reach their expectations. But sure. I don't think this one playoff series is like, well, erase Tatum's ring.
But it's not even this playoff series. It's 2 fucking games.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if they
who do they just fucking 4-0'd the Magic like it was butter.
4-1, but yeah.
We're looking at a Knicks team that if the Celtics make a few more threes, have no shot of being in contention in this series.
Honestly, shit, they might just need one less turnover or something. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yes, it's cool. Knicks came back 20 both games. But it's still 2 games. They're treating it like it's 3-0, and the Celtics are going to have to win 4 straight to win. They don't. They're not going to give up another 20-point lead. I don't expect them to. They could. You never know. But it's not like the Knicks, like you said off the podcast. The Knicks are still butt. It's not like the Knicks are this fucking crazy powerhouse team that smoked the Celtics. No, they got lucky. They didn't get lucky, but no, they did. They got lucky that the Celtics can't fucking shoot.
So shoot when they're up 1,000,000. It's like what?
Exactly.
It's like what are
no,
we
you start
doing
the game
here?
great, you can do whatever, but the second you get to the fourth quarter, you fuck it all.
I would definitely expect them to not blow. If the next 2 games they go up 20 again, I don't think they blow the lead. And if they go up 20 again, it's 2-2.
Exactly. But if the Knicks go out and fucking destroy the Celtics game 3, I'll give them props. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, to me, this is more of a Boston choke job than like, wow, look at the Knicks. They really came to play.
But this is like a massive choke job.
Super choke job.
Way bigger than the Cavs choke job. Close to the same level.
Well, we'll see. I'm not going to lie.
I know. But this is exactly what can happen. You can go have a fucking Donovan Mitchell 43-point game and they win by 40.
You can.
And now it's 2-1, and no one's talking about how good the Pacers are anymore.
Yeah, but Donovan Mitchell's averaging 41 this series and lost the first 2 games.
Fair.
The Cavs are the 1 seed, and I'm not going to lie. I really don't want to be right, but I fucking said these motherfuckers are going to get bounced in the second round.
They're a weak 1 seed, but we also didn't expect the Pacers to be in the second round.
No, but we didn't expect...
We thought this would have been the Bucks.
We didn't expect fucking Dame to get a blood clot, which just threw the Bucks off
through the entire rest of the season.
The Bucks were like, well, fuck. We don't even know if we're going to have Dame for the playoffs. And then when we get to the playoffs...
Then you get him, he tears his fucking ACL.
I don't know what happened. I thought Giannis was one of the best players in the world, and I guess that's just not a thing anymore.
Well, it's also like Giannis just had to learn how to play with Dame the past 2 seasons and then didn't have him.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I guess you got to learn, but it's like... You're also Giannis. It's like, okay, now he's not here. Can you still play basketball? Can you still be top 5? Can you still be a fucking MVP? Like, is that just not in your bag anymore because it's Kyle Kuzma next to you? It's like, what are we doing?
It's because Chris Middleton's gone, man.
But to me, this just proves how weak the East is.
It's beyond weak.
The East is so weak. The East is so
But even when you think the East is like, or a team in the East is good.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
It's so bad. Like the East looks so weak right now that like I'm willing to go so far left and say like they need to realign the NBA.
Agreed.
Like the way fuck this East and West bullshit. Like we fuck that. Like we need to make these conferences more competitive. The NFL doesn't do it that way. It's not
But that's what sucks about basketball. Like, I mean, at least this year, it's like, now the Suns are smoking a lot of teams in the East, but they're not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So why not say fuck the leagues and just put half the fucking league in the playoffs? The top half of the league goes to the playoffs.
I mean, if you just did top half of the league, can we?
Because there really is no.
Could we see what that would look like if we? Why do I feel like this? Am I having deja vu, or did we have this conversation before? A world where they just had it like this. But I want to see. So what would the? So if they had just the best 16 teams.
I mean, shit. Maybe the Suns wouldn't be in it, but like the Suns are smoking the fucking Pacers.
The Suns had 36 wins, so no, but okay, let's say they didn't know at some point that they didn't have a chance at making the playoffs.
Sure.
I'd say they probably get more than 36 wins, and then I mean, there's a conversation, but the West was so damn close, the East was so damn far out. I mean, Cleveland at 64, Miami at 37 at 8. You had OKC at 68. And then there is a drop off, but if you look at that middle, 52.
The middle's packed.
52, 50, 50, 50, 49, 48, 48, 40, 39, 36. Like it just slowly creeps down, and then.
But it was what? Cleveland, Celtics, and then a big drop.
Cleveland 64, Boston 61, the Knicks 51, Indiana 50, 48,
Exactly.
44, 41. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the way the East looks. I don't like how all year we knew they were going to be weak, and they were, and they didn't prove us wrong.
Well, now you get the best team in the East, the two best teams in the East, and they don't look that great.
Get the two best teams in the East.
I think the Cavs and the Celtics will come out of this. And if the Knicks do, then good on them. But
I don't know. I both of
all right,
them.
who do you think has a better shot, Knicks or Pacers?
You want my honest answer?
Coming out of the series, yeah.
Boston.
The Knicks?
I think Boston has a better chance of coming out of their series than Cleveland does.
Okay. You're saying the Pacers have a better shot.
Cleveland 3 times already, they've given Indiana their best shot.
No, I agree, yeah.
Boston have literally went up 20, started the coast, and then got fucking ran up on at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If they just lock in, like you said, for 1 or 2 more minutes.
Yeah. No.
They're 2-0.
1 or 2 more seconds.
1 or 2 more fucking dribbles. Like, they are so.
One shot.
Like, like we are talking about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown up 20. They cannot ice this damn game. They can't ice this game. Derek White has to lead us in fucking points. I mean, what are we doing here? Ice this damn game, Jalen or Jason. Somebody ice this game. But yeah, Cleveland, Indiana, after going 2-0, Cleveland gets us a dub. Not that impressive considering they're the fucking 1 seed. And it's Indiana. But, shout out to them. I'm happy because.
But this just shows how fucking easily a full strength Bucks would have smoked the Cavs.
Oh my god! I mean, just I don't know because the Bucks.
Yeah, I know.
The Bucks.
But I would have wanted to see that.
They might be the biggest. Like I said, I think they're the biggest disappointment out of all the playoff teams. They might be.
The Bucks, yeah.
They might be the biggest disappointment.
The Lakers though.
But
no, the Lakers get past.
Like, I don't know. I just don't think it was that big of a shocker. I mean, Giannis and Dame in the East should make it out of the first round. They should make it out of the first round.
Agreed. What else was I going to say? Fuck.
Denver.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, everyone just stay locked into the Nuggets series because it's the best we're going to get.
Oh, Denver and OKC. And luckily,
those are the 2 best teams in the league right now. It's the best we're going to get.
Luckily, Denver is up 2-1. They're up 2-1 against the best team in the NBA. I guess, record-wise or stat-wise.
Apparently.
MVP-wise, whatever you want to say. And it just feels weird that a year ago, I would not have been happy about, a 2-1 series being led by Denver. But, all of a sudden when Russell Westbrook is on that team and I'm forced to support them, they're luckily winning games. And they were able to beat OKC fucking after a horrible game too. And it really just shows up and it's been like I said in the first round, I don't like how hot and cold Jokic can be. Jokic showing up scoring 13 points. If I'm Denver, I'm shitting my bed. My bed. I'm waking up having the sweatiest dreams.
Jamal Murray's shitting his pants.
I'm having the sweatiest dreams worried about the next game. It's like, oh my god, Jokic only dropped 13 fucking points. Yep. I'm gonna have to drop 80. I'm gonna have to drop it. Like Jalen,
I'm gonna have to drop 50.
Like you're right. Jamal Murray is in his land. They're like, I'm gonna have to drop 65
points.
Wait,
Jamal Murray's like, holy fuck, I gotta.
Well, no,
I have to play now.
No, Jamal Murray's like this. Yo, I gotta score 65 points. That is insane. I can't believe I'm gonna have to ball like that. But no, that's what Jamal Murray was doing. But no.
Why are we filming things?
I don't know. Especially like Like, why? I don't know.
It's your wife.
Yeah. Hey, shout out Jamal Murray. I guess I don't know, but yeah. So Denver is up 2-1 against OKC.
I heard he's a big George Bush fan.
All right. You know what? Next topic. I'm not even gonna open the lane for another Jamal Murray pubic hair joke. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. We're just gonna move on. What do we want to do? All right. Let's move on from basketball. Let's talk about our favorite.
Can we talk baseball again?
Nah.
What about golf?
No. Dude, the day somebody snaps a fucking arm playing golf, I watch every match moving forward. And it can't be like Tiger Woods in his car. I'm saying it has to be on the green, fucking swing. I mean, both shoulders popping out, and they're just swinging back and forth.
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a bad golf injury.
I need some.
I mean, people getting hit by balls. It's
something. Fuck that. There's more wind.
I mean, Tiger back in the day fucking broke his back, tore his ACL.
There's more windshields getting hurt than people in golf.
Sure.
Which isn't a knock. I'm just saying, maybe just have some.
A lot of there's one course I'll play sometimes. Not a lot. No, that course we went to.
Okay.
The second hole.
Uh-huh.
There's houses on the right. There's solar panels on the top of the house, and it's just straight pepper, bro. Straight smushed.
Oh my god.
I always forget that we played around golf.
We did play around. I tried.
You hit a few good shots.
No, I'm not a golfer, but no. I'll golf. I'm not a golfer, but I'll golf. All right. Our favorite guys, Devin. That one website that likes to give lists.
CBS or Bleacher Report.
We got CBS Sports, Devin. CBS Sports. So all right. CBS Sports, they ranked all
Bosh.
They ranked all 32 starting quarterbacks. We're gonna look at the top.
I'm curious to see who they have as starting quarterbacks for some of these teams.
We're gonna look at the top 10.
Okay.
And we're gonna fix it.
You sure it's not perfect?
You might think it is, but I'm gonna.
How high is Jade?
I'm gonna need you to be real with yourself. Let me ask you a question. Who's the best quarterback in the league? It ain't. I mean,
El Freaky.
Who?
I mean, no.
Who, okay. If you're ranked,
but it's
who are the top three?
It's Josh Lamar, Pat.
Okay.
Maybe Joe.
Okay. Let's start from 10.
Okay.
CBS Sports top 10 quarterbacks right now. Brock Purdy at 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Goff at 9. Okay. Jordan Love at 8.
Sure.
Okay.
Not really.
Matt Stafford at 7. Okay. Patrick Mahomes at 6.
Weird, but okay.
Josh
Just
Allen.
in the Super Bowl.
Josh Allen at 5.
The reigning MVP.
Lamar at 4.
Oh. Who the fuck is 1, 2, 3?
Joe Burrow at 3.
Bro.
Jalen Hurts at 2.
No.
And the best quarterback in the NFL.
Keep the list. I love it.
Is Jaden Daniels.
I love the list. I think it's a perfect list. I think that's no. Lamar Jackson is the 4th best quarterback. Mahomes at 6. Purdy 10. Love it. I love every bit on that thing.
Jaden Daniels is CBS's best quarterback in the NFL.
That has to be a joke.
No.
Are they trying to be? I think they're just trying to be fucking shocking.
This is their post-draft NFL QB rankings, QB power rankings.
Why are we saying post-draft like it means anything?
And here it said, and this is how it says, these rankings will ultimately change. Or no, hold on. So which teams? Which ones?
Do they have explanations for this?
Yeah. I mean, do you want me to read each one?
I want to hear Jaden's.
Jaden Daniels. Okay, recency bias? Question mark? Sure. But you're hard pressed to find an NFL team that wouldn't hurry to claim him as its quarterback of the present and the future. Contenders included. He was simply unflappable.
Unflappable. Like when we were like bad. Like when we had when we were down against the Bears.
He was simply unflappable for most of his dynamic debut, which ended on the doorstep of the Super Bowl. A second-year dip is possible, but who says Daniels won't keep climbing with some added help, some added veteran help in DC?
On the doorstep of a Super Bowl, we got smokehoused.
So Joe Burrow, the Bengals are just 14-13 in the last 2 seasons of starts, so it's clear he can't do it all alone. Yet, who else would you rather have for pure pocket passing? His poise and precision are dynamite. I thought I was going to say dynamic, are dynamite. Josh Allen at 5. The reigning MVP is coming off of his most efficient season while operating with a new-looking receiving group. Like Lamar Jackson, another AFC superhero, he's just yet to escape the Chiefs' shadow, and that shadow is being casted by the quarterback ranked below both of them at 6.
Bro.
That's weird. That's weird that they both can't get out of Patrick Mahomes' shadow, but he's at 6. That's like really... I'm like, okay.
It would seem as if they're out of his shadow.
So, I don't know if you noticed one other thing that pissed me off. Now, okay, I'm going to just get this out the way. I know he's great. It's awesome. We both love the guy. You love him even more than I do. Jaden Daniels is not the best quarterback in the NFL.
Not even close. I mean, this would be equivalent to putting C.J. Stroud top 5.
But
top 3 last year. Well, all right, what's CBS's ranking for last year?
I'm not sure, but can we go to Brock Purdy at 10?
Yeah, I don't like that.
So, I mean,
I'm obviously blanking on
who should be over him.
It could be anybody.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker
Mayfield.
Mayfield's not really on the team right now. But...
Justin Herbert.
Yep.
C.J. Stroud.
And especially the year after the Niners, like the year the Niners just had.
Yeah.
Is this opposite day?
Yeah, Baker, Justin Herbert, C.J. Stroud all ranked lower than Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy enters the top 10. This is an awful list.
Jordan Love over Jared Goff, I don't like.
Jaden Daniels being 1 because of the future and what he can possibly do in the upcoming or in the near future.
He's a fucking rookie.
Jalen Hurts is 2 because he won the Super Bowl and that's it. So if Jalen Hurts didn't win the Super Bowl and Mahomes won, I'm imagining CBS would have just swapped the 2 and had Mahomes at 2.
Well, it makes no sense to have Mahomes at 6.
But to be completely honest with you, I think if
Mahomes would have been 1.
If he won the Super Bowl, he would have been 1. And then what? Jaden would have been 2.
Hurts would have been what? 6?
6, I guess. I don't know. And then Joe Burrow at 3. And I don't know. 4, 5, and 6. It's what is it? It's kind of like Star Wars. Those are the first 3. You know, Lamar, Josh Allen, and Mahomes. It's like that's kind of how it should be. But then you got Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow. It's like, I mean, no, they're up there. But those are the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL.
All right, let's fix it.
Be fucking real.
I mean, it's Lamar, Josh, 1A, 1B.
Okay, Lamar, Josh, Pat.
Lamar, Josh, Pat.
I can do Lamar, Josh,
or Pat. Josh, Lamar, Pat, or Pat. Like, you can interchange all 3 of them.
However people want to slice it up, they can slice it up. I say probably
Hurts 4.
Over Burrow?
Burrow 4.
I would say probably Burrow.
Hurts 5.
And we didn't. Okay, I was gonna say, did we do teams recently? I was gonna say we did a top 10 recently, but it was teams. So Burrow, I would say probably a 4. Who'd you say at 5? Jalen Hurts. Over Stafford, yeah. At this point, over Love, yeah. Over Goff, yeah. Yeah.
Over Jaden, yes. Maybe.
If Jaden
had a great season, and it's hard to. Again, still a fucking rookie.
If Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts had swapped places last season, Jaden Daniels would have won the Super Bowl.
not the other way around.
So
There's no way. Yeah. And I might be like.
And we've
I don't think
never.
Hurts is winning 12 games with our team.
No, it's not. No, it's like,
Right.
and nobody before this would have been like, no, Jalen Hurts. If Washington got him, that would just be the answer. Like they'd win everything. It's like, nah.
Yeah, that's the.
There's a reason.
And that's the thing with the Eagles. They always put together in recent history just such a put together team across the board, and then they threw on the stellar running back on top of the stellar O line. They've always been good at getting a good enough running back, Miles Sanders, DeAndre Swift, that can pair with their O line. But you put the two together, a great running back, great O line.
I would say I'd put JD over. I'd put JD and then Jalen.
JD's a top 5 quarterback.
I would put JD and then Jalen, and then I'm
definitely not top 1.
It's like, okay. It's like, yeah, I probably still have Stafford over Love and Goff.
But I have Goff over Love.
Goff over Love. Goff over Love. What about CJ? What about Justin? What about CJ? What about Justin?
I think I think Love 10. I think CJ and Justin are both over.
I think
again. Let's not forget we were talking about Malik Willis over.
So if we put Stafford at 7, we're left with, I would say. So let me just put the people that could be possibly left for the 3: CJ, Love, Goff. Sounds.
Purdy's out. Dak's out.
Purdy's out. Dak was never in it. And then Herbert, I guess, is another option. So to fill these 3 slots with these 4 players, CJ, Love, Goff, Herbert. Who's not making the cut? Like that, honestly.
I think Goff's making it.
Keep 3 and getting rid of 1 with these 3. That's fucking tricky. CJ Stroud, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Justin Herbert. Keep 3, get rid of 1. To finish off a top 10. I think that. All right, let's see.
I think Love's out.
Is Love?
It's Love or CJ.
I got CJ.
Are you thinking of pulling Herbert?
No. It's Goff. It's Goff, Herbert, Love. I think
no CJ.
I think CJ.
I think that's fair.
I think CJ's 11th. I think CJ Stroud just might miss the cut.
And I think Purdy's fucking 17.
But like you said, like the same way the bottom 3, I think the top 3 could be kind of interchangeable.
Agreed.
I think it. I mean, some people might look at CJ Stroud and say, well, if he was on the fucking Lions, then who knows what he would look like compared to Jared Goff.
I mean, that is true. It's like Goff's on a fucking crazy roster.
But like, just on a healthy level, when Justin Love, when Jordan Love is out there, it's like he is slinging that bitch. So I mean, I mean, maybe recency bias isn't really helping him, but I'd say yeah. I mean, he's I put him up there. I put him at 9. I have Baker over Purdy. I got CJ over Purdy still. I got Baker
I have Dak over Purdy.
Dak over Purdy. Okay, I'll take that. I'd take Trevor Lawrence on a good team over Purdy. Yep. I would take dude. He's not top 15. Purdy's not a top 15 quarterback, and I'm standing on that. He's not. The man ain't a top 15 quarterback.
I might take Bo Nix at this point, bro.
I mean, I might. I might fucking take Bo Nix over him at this point. I really might. All right.
But yeah, what a diarrhea list. It's shameful. It really is shameful. I mean, maybe this year they can predict the future, and that's how it shakes out this year. But I don't see one world where Lamar Jackson is 4th, Josh Allen's 5th, and Mahomes is 6th.
And I mean, in the way
unless they all tear their ACL this year.
And today, and what does it say? Accounting for not only their recent results but current status and outlook. That's what they base this ranking off
of. Because they're 28 and not 22?
Yeah, I guess 28-year-olds are just.
I guess 28's way too fucking old in a league where you can play till you're 40 fucking 5.
Yeah, I fucking guess.
Fucking idiots.
They already got jumped. Okay.
That's terrible.
Before you guess some athletes, we got a to-do list for some eliminated teams. So
Mm.
I was inspired by this because I saw this one clip and it was like, here's 3 things the Clippers need to do now that they're in their off-season phase. And I was like, damn, those are all like really good points. So then I started thinking, what the fuck do all these other teams that got eliminated need to do? Now the Clippers one, it was pretty simple. They need to add more depth to their damn team because they can't just rely on some old ass James Harden and Kawhi when he decides to play. Speaking
No.
of Kawhi needing to play, Kawhi needs to sit the first half of the season, just like he did this year. He sat the first half, started playing
You're
in
right.
2025, and was completely fine.
You're right.
So you know what? If they're not gonna,
Well, I mean, maybe he could have been fucked in the second round, but he made it through the first round.
yes, but either way, he was healthy when he started playing till when they got eliminated.
Yes.
The man was healthy.
And he was healthy for the I mean, yeah, most of the season that he played.
And then finally get another or just simply a better big than Zubac.
Then Zubac,
You can get one and put one next to him, or just one to fill in for Zubac when he's not in, or you could just.
I mean, you can run 2 bigs. What team has 2 bigs that it works for?
Well, this is more of the fact that they lack depth and they struggle more when Zubac's off the court because they do not have literally any other option at big.
True.
So that's more of the struggle.
I was thinking of Duke, actually. Duke had 2 7-footers.
Oh,
no, y'all did. No, y'all did.
We got some tall motherfuckers.
Not Duke. Yeah, no, y'all had 2 7-footers out there. I mean, a better shooter than who's the guy who was the short sleeves shirt
Norman Powell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Norman Powell's cool. Norman Powell's but that's like a cool role player. Like I'd take a Norman Powell.
You can find a better one.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna have a guy who's going, but I don't know though. If I'm gonna have a healthy Kawhi and James Harden's gonna actually is gonna be on point, I mean I can have Norman Powell out there not taking too many shots, playing defense. I mean, what else do you really want besides just a nice role player that's gonna do his job?
Right.
I mean,
so
it's like a what
biggest thing.
Biggest thing would probably be depth, and I would say I wouldn't say getting rid of a motherfucker like Norman Powell because he's kind of like a discount like Drew Holiday, just like a good role player.
Yeah, right.
That's how I look at that. Adding someone to Zubac, and then letting Kawhi sit that first half of the season. Pretty simple for that one. Don't even come in. Don't even come to work. Just stay home. Memphis, they need to get Ja a star or let that man go be a star somewhere else.
Let him go.
Simple as that.
Let the motherfucker go.
Let the motherfucker go be a star somewhere else and stop wasting his damn time and his prime because we need to see Ja winning games. And
maybe send him to like a chill city.
That too. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
But
then you think about it, it's like there's shit to get into in every city. Please don't send him to Atlanta.
Yeah, do not do that. That would not be the best idea. Miami.
Please God no.
Miami, probably the worst scenario out of maybe there's a couple teams in a no.
They're in full rebuild.
They're in the worst scenario because like teams like Orlando. It's like I don't know, stay young and healthy. I guess like that's really what I got for them.
Well, yeah, I mean Paolo's gonna be a star.
But Miami,
if he's not already.
But Miami, it's what?
What build around Bam? So build around Tyler Hero.
So they're gonna have to find a star to put around Bam and Tyler Hero.
Ja Morant.
Don't play with me like that.
Zion Williams.
Don't fucking play with me like that. Don't play with me like that's a pot like that because that's.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Ja, Tyler Hero, and Bam. Yeah, no, I'll take that. I'll take that all day.
Well, plus, like, maybe some more role players on that team. Maybe a second piece, someone better than Tyler Hero. But
whoa.
Tyler had a good run.
Tyler Hero being a second or third option was good enough.
It's not bad. No,
it was good enough for Jimmy to make the finals.
He has spells where he's not good.
It was okay, but he was definitely like one of the 2 reasons they were even in the fucking playoffs. So I mean, you gotta give the man his credit, or they just tank. Sure. They got to tank if they're not gonna do that shit. What else are they gonna do? Build around Andrew Wiggins?
Duh.
Yeah, I mean, there's really...
You're telling me you don't want to build around a 32-year-old Canadian man?
Nah, not Pat
What happened to RJ Barrett? He's just dying in fucking Where is he
Where
now?
is he nowadays? I'm about to say
Portland?
I don't know where he is nowadays.
In Portland?
Portland? I have no clue. I'm not. I honestly don't know where he is. Um,
He's a Raptor.
where was
No,
he?
he started as a Raptor.
Well,
He started as a Nick.
he started as a Nick.
So he's a Raptor.
Okay, then he's a Raptor. Milwaukee. What do you think Milwaukee needs to do? What's the number one thing they need to do?
Fire Doc Rivers.
Get rid of Doc.
Doc should have been gone right after the game.
Fix your Kyle Kuzma fuck up.
Doc's going to be the head coach next year.
So you had Chris Middleton. You got Kyle Kuzma. You got to fix that and find somebody in this area because
Go get Chris Middleton back. We don't want him. We have nothing to do with
You
him.
think Chris Middleton is like, nah, I'm going to stay in D.C.? It's like, no. It's like, maybe make this reunion happen a little quicker than it needs.
He's praying.
It needs to.
But this is a reunion that should never have had to happen.
It's just the fact that, like, the bag that he probably could have gotten to in that first round with Dame out, they probably
That's what I'm saying.
they might have made it out. Dame doesn't tear his Achilles and comes back healthy, then we're talking.
But I mean, my memory might be screwing me, but every time Giannis was not on when the Bucks were good in the playoffs, Middleton stepped up, had great games.
And Middleton is that
perfect. Kuzma's not that dude. Kuzma fucking went 0 for whatever the fuck.
And Middleton is just that perfect. Like, he is one of those just like midi pull up, just taking.
He's like a cheap Tim Duncan.
Taking the best shot. Tim Duncan.
It's a poor man's Tim Duncan.
No.
Not Tim Duncan.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking more
I'm trying to think of
DeMar.
Well, I mean, a decent, just a good mid-range
like
shooter.
Timu DeMar DeRozan. Like, I don't. Like, you're talking about Tim Duncan. No. This man is
I'm talking like
this man's
dollar
gonna
store.
pull up in that motherfucking midi and give you a bucket. We're talking about Chris Middleton. We're not talking about a fucking power forward.
5-time champ.
Some slow power forward. Come on now. What are we doing? What are we doing here? But no, Milwaukee, I mean, and especially the fact that, Dame tore his Achilles. He's not going to be back.
Oh, Achilles, okay.
He's not going to be back anytime soon. So, yeah, no,
they're on that new ayahuasca Achilles shit, dude.
Dame is going to be out for a minute.
6 weeks max.
Dame's going to be out for a minute. They need to go fix that Kyle Kuzma fuck up. And for God's sake, just get rid of Doc. Because this is the last chance. If not, Giannis needs to go. Giannis needs to go be a Warrior and let Steph ride his glory days out with a chance of a ring.
Well, Giannis might not be there. I'm assuming that Giannis's frustrations with the team are beyond Doc Rivers. I don't think Doc helps at all.
No.
But I don't think Giannis wants to be there as much as he used to. I mean, right when the Lakers lost and the Bucks lost, they were like, oh, fucking no, why not send him to L.A.?
Well, you sit there and let somebody's fucking drunk dad walk up on me after we fucking lose in the playoffs. Yeah, I'd want to leave too. I'd want to get out of there quick. And then the final
Also, being in Milwaukee must fucking suck.
Yeah, but, like, you think, like, Giannis, like, is like, this place sucks. Like, he's probably just like, oh, this is cool. Milwaukee, whatever.
It's better than the slums of Greece.
Maybe. Who knows?
It definitely is.
I don't know.
It's not as pretty.
I know nothing about it. I'll say that. I don't know anything.
You don't know anything about Greece?
No, the slums of Greece? Do I know anything about the slums of Greece?
They're a very poor nation.
Okay. That sucks. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but that sucks.
That sucks.
The last team.
No, I agree.
The last team that got eliminated that I got just a small to-do list. It's the Lakers.
Yeah, they have a very small to-do list. It's called Fire Rob Pelinka.
I would say don't even spend another second of wasting LeBron's time. Let him go finish his career somewhere where he can, play on a team and not be 40 years old and giving more effort than everybody.
Tell me if this is dumb or not.
Okay.
LeBron reunion in Miami with John Morant.
That would never happen, but I mean, in a fantasy world, yeah. I mean, LeBron and John Morant in Miami would be ridiculous, but I don't think
awesome.
LeBron wants to go back to Miami. I don't think he would want to. But
I think he'd rather be there than LA.
I think he'd rather be in a lot of places than LA at this point.
True.
I think the Lakers might as well just go ahead and start their build around Luka because they're not this whole. I mean, unless they really lock in.
You're just gonna end up like ruining. Well, obviously wasting all of next year, but
yeah,
ruining the way that Luka plays basketball. Trying to teach him how to learn how to play with LeBron, which is never going to work.
You might as well basically look at what Dallas had last year and replicate that.
Because it worked.
Yeah, because it fucking worked, and not have
worked until they hit a hot Celtics.
Having no big and LeBron giving the most effort on the court at 40 years old is not a recipe for a championship. So no. Since y'all made this move and y'all made your bed, go ahead and lay in it. Start building around Luka and let LeBron walk.
Is Luka going to be one of those guys like a Shaq that people talk about? Or it's like...
What do you mean?
One of the best players ever, but zero work ethic. Never worked out.
I mean, I would...
Could have been 10 times better. I mean, Shaq, good enough for not working as hard as Kobe Bryant.
Honestly,
maybe not Shaq,
I think...
More like a... I don't know.
I maybe just the expectation of somebody, if you looked at Luka and what he's already capable of doing, it's like, I don't know, you're going to ask him to do more?
Yeah, true.
But like James,
it's like, no, like, yeah, like when James Harden was
literally
cooking his shit up, it's like everyone knew he wasn't playing defense, but they were in the Western Conference Finals a bunch.
Yeah, it's like, no, James Harden wasn't going to play defense, but he is going to outscore 3 of the players.
Going to drop 50
he's gonna
a couple times a week.
He's going to outscore 3 of the players he left open. I mean, it's like
exactly.
that's exactly how Brian Harden was walking. So there was no problem. And it's kind of the same thing for Luka. If he has the right team around him. This Lakers team, absolutely not. There's no way.
But it is sad to see Luka like run up and down the court once or twice and then just hands on the knees, cooked.
I don't know. I can't feel bad for him when that's literally the reason Dallas got rid of him.
I don't feel bad for him. It just looks fucking weird.
It is. It is. But it's like, I don't know. That's always...
Like, Harden was just lazy. He wasn't out of shape. A little bit he was.
That's always been Luka, though. Like nothing has really changed about Luka.
No, he just put on more weight. Got better.
Nah, I wouldn't even say put... Oh, are you talking over the years?
Over the years,
I thought you meant this season. But no.
No, I'm saying over his career.
Yeah, he's put on some weight since starting in the NBA, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I would like to say that there's probably more work ethic than we see.
Of course.
But the same way, it's like, yeah, I'm sure like you could make a great case that Jokic might not fucking train, but I'm sure Jokic trains. It's like,
and also like, we all saw that video. I don't know if we all did, but you see the video of him like coaching the team on the sideline, him yelling at the team. There's all this like, they ask him like, "Do you talk to the team?" He's like, "No." It's like, man, clearly you're fucking running this team because your head coach got fired mid-season and
yeah, you're the coach.
He wasn't doing jack shit to make this team any better.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen Denver's interim coach? They're not listening to him.
Fuck no, dude.
They're not listening to a word he's saying.
Hell no, that guy's never played.
Fucking Russell Westbrook. Westbrook has more pull as a coach at this point for Denver. I mean,
is DeAndre Jordan still on that team?
Yes.
DeAndre Jordan still has more pull.
DeAndre Jordan, he's a better.
Aaron Gordon has more pull on that.
They're more of a head coach than their new intern head coach. But all right, I got some.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, no, it is a good thing.
Fuck NBA head coaches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's our bread and butter. Is just shitting on that entire.
Fuck you, Billy Donovan.
Yeah. No, whoa. Whoa.
See?
We said NBA coaches.
He was.
But he's college legend.
He's a Thunder coach.
But he's college legend.
See, but can't say it to everybody now.
He's college legend.
College coaches don't matter either.
It does when you go back
Coach
to back.
K was trash.
It does when you go back to back. It does, yeah.
I agree. Well, everyone fucking was... Dan Hurley's the best coach in the world, blah, blah. And then he's like, yeah, I don't really feel like taking the Lakers job. Let me stay in UConn another year, you fucking idiot. And it's so funny. JJ Redick was the second option to Dan Hurley,
There's no
and now
way,
no one even knows who Dan Hurley is.
bro. There's no way JJ was the second option.
Dude, fuck yeah.
No.
Dan Hurley was the best coach in basketball at the time.
Yeah. I'm saying
not just college basketball.
Yeah. I'm saying JJ was more of the 6th or 7th option.
Oh, sure, yes.
There's no
Perfect.
fucking
Thank
way. You. There's no way they went, all right, the best coach in college basketball or JJ Redick. If he says no, we got JJ, so we don't have to look at anybody else. There's nobody else we need to consider. The best.
If we don't get Dan,
fuck it, we'll go with JJ. I don't know if he was a sec. I don't know. He might have been, maybe.
Well, Brown's also got a ton of pull, so be on the lookout for Steve Nash, head coach.
I mean, LeBron. It's kind of LeBron's fault that
Is LeBron the Mike Tomlin of the NBA?
No, that makes no sense. What correlation is there to that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say making the playoffs. I don't know. I mean,
underachieving. Making dumb calls. Like
if Mike Tomlin made the Super Bowl 8 years in a row, then maybe. But that's never that'll obviously never happen. Do you want to guess some athletes?
Yes.
All right. Well, you're gonna try at least. I mean, who knows? Maybe you get them, maybe you don't. But I got some athletes for you, and I got some facts. This player, first player, this player has drawn the most pass interference calls of all time. He has more receiving yards than Michael Irvin, but less than Steve Largent. He has 6 Pro Bowls. Seahawks legend. He has 6 Pro Bowls. He's top 10 all time in touchdown receptions. He has more receptions than Chad Ochocinco, but less than Wes Welker.
All right, something popped in my head after the first one, and it's just out of left field. It's definitely wrong, but Hines Ward.
No.
Darn. All right, now I have nothing.
It's not Hines Ward.
Top 10 receiving touchdowns.
Top 10 receiving touchdowns, 6 Pro Bowls. He's drawn the most PIs. More receiving yards than Michael Irvin. More receptions than Chad Johnson.
This is a well-known name.
Yeah.
Most PIs.
Mm-hmm.
Draws a lot of PIs. PIs.
Probably someone hard.
Julio wasn't scoring touchdowns.
Probably somebody hard to guard. Or cover.
Yeah.
Cover, should I say. Cover.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice, like, if I don't put how many teams they were on? Probably.
They were on one team.
Probably only on one team.
Probably only on one team.
Probably. Maybe. They might have been.
Probably.
Because, I mean, it could have just been an easy 5th hint if they were on multiple teams. But, I don't know.
Only one team fucking receivers are there. It's like 4.
This is pretty simple.
Hines Ward is one of them.
This is pretty simple. I'm not going to lie. This is...
Larry Legend?
No. This is the easy one.
Why can't I think of top quarterbacks? I mean, top receivers who played on one team.
Played on one team, got 6 Pro Bowls, who's top 10 in receiving touchdowns.
Megatron?
No.
I knew it wasn't Megatron, but you're making it seem like this is someone.
It so is.
Fuck.
It is. It's like I can see you annoyed. I can see you annoyed at the answer already in the future. Like, God damn it. Like, how did I not think of that person? Like, there's so many other stats I could have given that would have easily given it away.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I had to just go with the basic this and that.
Where in the top 10 does he sit?
9th?
Okay.
Maybe 10th? I think 9th. I think 9th. I think. But yeah, no, he is top 10 all time in receiving touchdowns. You want me to tell you?
Andre?
No.
One more.
You say DeAndre?
Andre.
Oh, no. One more. Oh, what do you got? Is there a reason you're not thinking of anybody active?
No.
So you're just only thinking of retired receivers?
I was.
Nice.
So we're thinking, please don't be stupid, Devin. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb.
Oh, man.
Lord help me, I'm so dumb. This guy's still playing?
Yeah.
Who's a vet?
Oh, my God.
Bro.
Come on. Who is it?
Bro.
Might as well just say who it is, Devin.
I don't know.
All right. You want me to tell you?
No.
Like, I mean, you obviously don't know.
I do.
You don't, though. It's like,
I do know.
I can see it. I can see, like, it's so obvious you would have known.
Oh, this hurts.
It's like,
yeah, whatever.
It's Mike Evans.
Damn. That fucking sucks.
It's Mike Evans, bro. You know,
how dumb am I? Dude?
You know that one guy?
I was like, Jamal Chase. Fucking idiot. You know that one guy that, like, has only had good seasons?
Yeah, like, has literally had 11 straight 1,000-yard seasons in his 11 seasons in the NFL. That guy, yeah, no, that's Mike Evans for you. All right, this next player.
What an idiot.
This player played for 3 teams. He has the record for most broken tackles in one season. He was a 3-time Pro Bowler. He has more career rushing yards than Derrick Henry, but less than Thurman Thomas. He has more rushing touchdowns than Maurice Jones-Drew, but less than Shady McCoy.
I did just look at top 10 rushing yards of all time. And Thurman Thomas is up there, and that's someone I did not know.
Okay.
Because I don't care.
Thurman Thomas, he was...
Who? Thurman Thomas is what? 7?
Did he crack the 10?
Yeah, because Derrick Henry's, I think, 10, no? No. Derrick Henry's like...
No, Derrick Henry is,
20?
Derrick Henry's like 17. Derrick Henry's 19.
Okay. Then never mind.
Thurman Thomas is 16.
Okay. Most tackles broken. I mean, okay. I do know Derrick Henry is the highest active player.
Mm-hmm.
So no one else active.
Most broken
tackles
in a year.
In a season. 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Was he good?
He had it. He had his stint. He was.
How good was the stint?
He was just a big fucker.
He was. Eddie Lacy?
Nah.
It's a big fucker.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he had his moments.
Not beast mode? Of course not beast mode.
It's not Marshawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8,000-yard rushing seasons. So.
DeMarco Murray?
No. This guy was big.
Am I in the right era? Huh?
Yeah, you are in the right era.
Someone big.
This guy was big. This guy was a big fucking running back that you couldn't tackle. Maybe somebody you forgot about from that era. Maybe somebody.
Is he a Steeler?
No, but I'm also not going to say yes or no to every team.
No.
Doug?
Doug wasn't big.
Maybe I'm just reminding you of players every episode moving forward.
It's basically what this is. I'm like, oh, Mike Evans is a football player?
But yeah, 3 teams, 3 Pro Bowls, most broken tackles in a year, more yards than Derrick Henry, more touchdowns than Maurice Jones-Drew. I'd say he was pretty good.
3 Pro Bowls is pretty good.
It's all right.
It's really good for a running back.
That's cool.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So who is it?
Is he dead?
No. He's not dead.
I was gonna say OJ.
Yeah, no, it is not OJ. What do you got? Let me tell you.
Arian Foster.
It's Steven Jackson.
Fucking Bills running back, bro. What the fuck?
Steven Jackson, Devin.
I mean, that's definitely a name that I don't think about ever.
All right. Final player. Let's see how you go. You're
Calvin Benjamin.
You're 0 for 2 right now, so let's see. This player has played for 4 teams. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. He has the most fumble recoveries in a season. He was drafted before Christian McCaffrey, Patrick Mahomes, and T.J. Watt.
Wait.
What?
You said drafted before?
In 2017, he was drafted before Christian McCaffrey, Patrick Mahomes, and T.J. Watt.
Gotcha. You threw me off. I thought you said J.J. Watt. I was like...
Maybe I did. I meant T.J. Watt.
Okay.
Only Sean Taylor and Eric Berry were selected higher than this person. Only Sean Taylor and Eric Berry were selected higher as a safety than this player.
2017. Tyrann Matthew was in the league.
Yeah.
Fucking honey badger. Derwin?
No.
You said 3 teams?
4 teams, 3 Pro Bowls.
4 teams, 3 Pro Bowls?
Most fumble recoveries in a season. Was drafted before Christian McCaffrey, Mahomes, and T.J. Watt.
Mahomes was what, like 10?
Maybe like in between like 10 and 15, something in that range.
Yeah. I think he was 10.
Only Sean Taylor and Eric Berry were selected higher as a safety. I got one that'll really give you the answer.
Is he still a safety?
Yeah. I could really give it away.
Okay.
He has the most sacks as a safety in a season.
Damar Hamlin.
No.
I'm joking. That was. I was gonna say that before you said the hint, but then you said the hint, so it kind of came up. Most sacks
as a safety. The most sacks as a safety. There's only one safety known for it.
Only one?
I mean, who's known for that being their only fucking quality, yeah. Wow. Oh, for
bro, I'm shitting my fucking balls right now. I suck.
The brain's burnt tonight. That's crazy. 0 for 3? 0 for 3?
I am brain burnt
with
right
the
now.
6th hint? With the 6th hint? Oh, man. 2017. He's obviously a safety. 4 teams, 3 Pro Bowls.
Bro, I have a picture of him.
Nothing? You got nothing up there? Do I need to tell you?
Basically.
Do I need to tell you who the 3rd person is?
Oh, no.
I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you who the 3rd person is. It's Jamal Adams.
I wasn't even thinking. I kind of was thinking that, though.
Man, they call him Blitz Boy.
You call
him Blitz Boy. He's Blitz Boy, man. He's not good no more.
He was drafted, what, 3?
6th.
6.
Eric Berry and Sean Taylor went 5th. And that's it. Those are the only safeties drafted higher than him. But 0 for 3 on Guess the Athlete is all right. It ain't a big deal. It's fine. Jaden Daniels is CBS's best quarterback. So
Jaden Daniels is
the
best.
But we did fix that top 10. We had a to-do list for some eliminated teams. George Pickens to the Cowboys. Golden State tied with Minnesota 1-1. Boston down 2-0. Cleveland down 2-1. Denver up 2-1. Tyler Callahan, boy, that arm, fucking hell. Is there anything that you need to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, what I'm upset about is like down the road, say we go 10, 15, 20 years down the road, and someone who may be getting into football or someone younger looks up who the top 10 quarterbacks of 2025 were, and that fucking list comes up.
Yeah.
And people truly think that Jaden Daniels was the best quarterback in 2025 over 3 of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
I mean, maybe 5 years from now, that was the best take ever.
Maybe it's a great take. It's not. Brock Purdy's not top 10.
But that's like a crazy, I'm going to give a hot take, and if I'm right.
But they didn't even say that.
No, it was recency bias, ? Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's probably...
we're probably
how
like fucking being dumb.
How do they word? Yeah, recency bias. Sure.
Yeah, no shit, idiot.
Sure, yeah.
Now I want Jaden Daniels to have a bad year.
No. Still have a good year,
No.
but I think it's time to get out of here. I think we've talked enough. Shit, we talked a little too much about Kanye West. I mean, we talked about it, Devin.
Y'all know who Kanye West is?
I do think it's time to get out of here, though.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll be back on Tuesday to talk more of this round 2 shit. Who knows? Maybe the Celtics are tied 2-2. Maybe they're swept by then. It could be one or the other.
Both are cool.
Both would be interesting for sure to talk
about.
With
both.
But yeah, brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We will be back on Tuesday to talk more NBA playoffs. Maybe another drama queen gets traded. Maybe Aaron Rodgers makes up his mind. For some reason, Jadeveon Clowney is a hot topic as a free agent, even though don't really need the Ravens making that move, even though they are definitely going to. Because
you already had him, no?
Yeah. No, we did. But for some reason, we're in the conversation to have him again, Devin, because that's what the fucking Ravens do. They go, oh, wait.
He hit a career high with y'all.
Wait. You're like washed now? Fucking come on board. Pick a jersey.
He was washed when he got to y'all the first time.
Yeah, but and then he had a cool year, and what, he's gonna come back and do it again?
Cava and Noah did it.
Nah, I don't need it. You don't need it, but
we don't need it.
I don't need it. We don't need it. Fuck that. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. Every Saturday and Tuesday. Every Tuesday and Saturday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
Goodbye.